Hello there, I'm Outro Hill. Welcome back to EU4 Playing Delhi, and this is the episode where I fix my mistakes and deal with the fact that I'm an incompetent piece of crap. You guys know me. I play a lot of Paradox games. I have a lot of fun. I think you guys have a lot of fun watching me. I think sometimes you guys learn from me. But this is a great example, and I actually know it's the whole reason of this. This is the great example of being an absolute goddamn moron. This is being so focused on the trees, you don't see the forest. Or so focused on the forest, you don't see the trees. One of those two. I was so focused on getting this siege done that I completely neglected the fact that they basically they must have kept their army here, snuck it through Gujarat, and must have got access, and then went all the way around and have sieged the entirety of my country and the entirety of my economic center as well. My cap, just everything. It's awful. So I even though I'm only at -8 war score, which is pretty strange. But I must be because I have plus 15 from having Kalat, which is odd to be honest. I don't know why it's 15 from holding Kalat. It wasn't even the war goal. But yeah, I'm going to win, obviously, very easily, but I'm completely out of manpower, and I'm going to have to fight another war in 4 years' time, so that's going to be very interesting. I'm only going to be like a few thousand manpower. But I'm going to fix it all now. Just make sure, guys, you pay attention to what's going on around you. I have just stack wiped them, which is great. But, you know, could be better. Could be better. Could be not a retard. So we're going to try and get some sieges out of the way here. Just trying to blitz some stuff down. Oh boy. Yeah, I'd like to just try and blitz it down if I can. I will send half these guys to go kill these stacks over there. I'm just trying to siege this down. God damn, though. It's not what you want, you know? Still got those rebel stacks we gotta worry about, which is a problem. But their army is completely toast. It's just that I have to now consider everything here. Go down to one poor, get the other siege done as well. At least Delhi wasn't a fort. God, it's 42 dev. Jesus. Oh, I messed up. That's okay. It's okay though. Centralized yields benefits. 15 government reform progress. Ooh, centralization policies. Yield corruption reduction and monthly autonomy. Nice. Okay. So now we're just gonna get the sim sieges out of the way. The sack of thought that traditional advancing armies have been expected to supply themselves from what they can plunder in the area they move through. This is often the only way soldiers survive in wartime, as payments from the Sultanate treasury can readily be bought in a timely manner to the men. In fact, by paying retroactively, many also avoid the sort of paying for the fallen. As Saddam fell, it was therefore expected that our soldiers be allowed to loot the city to enrich themselves. What was less expected was the total, utter destruction of the city. Refusing to follow orders, our men descended upon the helpless Burrs, doing despicable things and ruining the area for a long time to come. Well, this is actually one of the provinces that I want, and it's actually a very nice province because it is actually an Indus estuary for 10 trade power, and it has a marketplace workshop. So I really would like to not do that. So I can lose ducats and get 50 devastation, but I can gain army professionalism. This is a great excuse to get army professionalism. We can lose prestige instead of the money, or we can touch the rules of warfare and actually gain money and mill power, but it gets wrecked. And they also get reduction of unrest. I'm going to get army professionalism, because I just really want excuses to get army professionalism wherever I can. This is echoing a very, very common theme in warfare, wherein people, you know, really blitz the crap out of a place. You know, really destroy it. Perhaps one of the most famous examples, in the British military at least, only you can't see it here, it's like there, is in the, oh my goodness, what was it called? A siege of Badajoz in 1809, during the Napoleonic Wars in the Peninsula Campaign led by Sir Arthur Wellesley, Duke of Wellington. After the siege, it was gone so bad, the siege was so bloody, 6,000 men died at the breach. So just at the opening, 6,000 men died. The city fell quite quickly after that, but the people were so pissed off that they, you know, so many people had died that they just slaughtered everybody. Like, most people died in the city. You know, buildings were burnt down. It does still exist, but it's, you know, it's a very tiny town now because it was destroyed. It was completely destroyed. It was awful. That's happened quite a lot. Thankfully, Paris was one city that definitely could have been one that was destroyed in World War II, but they made a special effort, the Nazis, to not burn it down. There was a real desire to do so, but they did not. Thankfully. Thank God. Thanks, Nazis, I guess. At least did one thing, not terribly. One thing. I'm proud of you. Thanks a lot, boys. Probably should say that a little bit less. But yeah, it's a common theme. The Franco-Prussian War of 1870 to 71 went on for such a long time. It went on longer than it should have, rather. It went for a very short war, actually, but it went on a lot longer than it should have because there was a huge desire not to burn the city of Paris down. And a lot of generals were just like, oh man, burn it the crap down, screw those people. And there was a big desire like, no, dude, we can't do that. This is like an important city. We can't just destroy it, you know? Thankfully, they didn't. But they did have to in the end. They did have to bomb it because they wouldn't surrender, but it didn't suffer as much as other places did. Or could have, you know? Alright, cool. It comes with a history lesson, guys. That's what you get when you play with Aldra. You try and get these sieges out of the way. God, I put those forts there. Okay, so let's try and take all our claims and see what that gets us in terms of a coalition. How can I take Sewon? We cannot demand tribute that requires more than 100 war score. Huh. There we go. Alright, I guess that is 100 war score. Fine. Is that the mission area? I think it is. Where's Sind? Yep, just that. Fine. And that will get us a coalition with people we don't care about, so that's fine. Do not care about that in the slightest. And we cannot get that, unfortunately, because demands exceed war score because of the number of sieges they've got on us. That's okay. Alright, we'll send some stacks over there. Gonna grab those sieges. Just very slowly getting rid of the myriad sieges that exist here. Yeah, it's the couple forts they got that's the main problem. They're starting to get some more sieges in the north, though, so we're gonna need to go take care of that. A rising star throughout his career, Saeed Kiriloya will have a strong impression on everyone he has met or worked with. From his time as a promising student to his rise to positions of increasing responsibility, he's consistently done well and found new solutions to whatever problems he's faced. It is clear, however, that for someone of his background, both as a commoner and a Hindu who has now reached about as high as he can come, it would raise quite a few eyebrows to have a man, no matter how talented, assume the highest office of state with such a background. Making exception for the good of the country, and a new spy master appears with 50% cheaper, or a remarkable... No, I don't care about him. Just get the prestige back. I don't care about a spy master, dude. Go away. BB. So we're gonna get these troops together now to go wipe out the guys who are causing some problems. We do have some small rebels in the north, some Sistani separatists. This is taking a goddamn age. Slowly but surely wiping out some siege stacks here. I'm gonna try and get a couple more. Over here. Good. Just really like to try and break this down. A royal marriage offer from Bahamas? You bet, my friend. Thank you. There we are. Oh, actually, all of these will get automatically sieged. I realize these will actually get completely sieged down when these get finished, but oh well. Life is pain. Come on, take your time. At least we managed to get these done. Getting closer to the goal, which is good. Wait until they get locked in, and boom, get them dead. Get them dead. Hey, someone killed my rebels for me. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guy. Asia 1 pour is over. Hurrah! And there's a nice little stack wipe for us. Easy does it. There we go. And Central Tab is done, which means we can peace out. Excellent. Okay. I will get as much cash as possible. There we go. Boom. Christ, that was intense. Okay, there we go. Get those cores. That was an experience. 90% in Doti. So where's Doti? Over there. Excellent. We're going to turn off our forts. We have fulfilled a mission to conquer sins. The Lords of the Sin have been of good fortune to rule over a large number of fellow Muslims, though we have generally good relations with our Hindu population. We should take the opportunity to embrace our brothers of faith. We're going to get tolerance of true faith and religious unity for 20 years. Beautiful. Come on, baby. We're going to stack up now. We are very low on manpower. It's not great. We also have some Sumeri separatists in Sirmur. We can put that fort on. We're just gonna kill these rebelinos. Ah, I got the attrition. Damn it. Good stuff. Here we are. Ah, I got the attrition again. Come on. You jerk. Alright, so we're gonna need to wait a little while. Oh, I got a new mission. Oh, Silk Road! Did I just get Silk Provinces from here? Didn't know there was any Silk Provinces. Oh, look, I got one. I only needed one. Nice. The Silk Road. For centuries, the Silk Road has been a source of wealth for those who could control a large part of it. It is our turn to enjoy these benefits. 20% trade steering and 2 mercantilism. This is gonna really increase my trading code of 7-7. See what it becomes. I did not really increase my money. But was a pretty small amount of cash. Alright. Cool. Would like some more, please. Please may I have some cash. And so now we need to wait until we can declare war on Malwa again. Ah, they've allied Bengal! What is this? This is bullcrap, man. That is some bullcrap. Alright, Behemoths won't even join? They have a truce? Oh, that's fine, they will. So I'm gonna have to fight another separate war against Behemoths and Malwa in 7 years' time. Because I just can't contend with this. Next rebels are in Simur, and then in Afghan. Where are they? Cool. But, you know, more provinces is always good, especially with this kind of trade control power. What I'm probably going to want to do is I'm probably actually going to want to shift my trade center to be right here. Most likely, because I want to make this the main thing so I can collect from it. Because everything else funnels into it, and then I can use the merchants here to push trade. And you know what? I'm actually probably going to do that right now. Although, actually, I don't have a lot of control over this area, so it's not the best idea. Yeah, this is the thing. I don't make enough money. Or rather, I don't control enough of the area to make this worthwhile. It would be good to try and get some more Gujarat areas. Pardon me. So, in terms of claims now, it's basically just Malwa and Bengal. Which is fine. It's fine. Gonna get that claim there. Still waiting until we can get the rest of this. Land leader fire would be pretty cool. The siege ability is what I really want. And we're building back up that cash, but not really. Yeah, we're really not building up any money. That's okay. Do have some debts we need to pay back. There's the Sirmir revolt. Let's just stay here, shall we? We'll send the 20 dude to do that. Nice. Oh, and new idea. I should probably wait to get Tech 10 instead. Especially if I'm going to be fighting. No, actually, I have a few years now, so I should be fine. Probably. I'm definitely going to get this at least. How is colonialism? It's just not spreading at all. That's fine, of course. Why would colonialism spread? Because, yeah, it has to be. It's all spread through nearby. So, although I would really like the land leader fire, I think it's going to be better that I get a military tech. Prioritize that instead. Ah, oh, come on. Alright, let's go. Put gear on. Only a couple thousand. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to wait a few years before I do any other wars. Unhappiness among peasantry. I will lose the money and pay for that. God damn it, I got the attrition. Oh, I'm so stupid. And more rebels. Yay. Okay, get them locked in. New ideas there. Good. Oh, man. Not good. 26 and 30. Good. Ow, 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 ow. Spread of extreme practices in the horde. Yes, mysticism. So there we have several thousand more dead. Hooray. And still more goddamn rebels. Please. Bro. This is why we have to wait a few years, I think. There we go. That's something that'll help cut down our rebels chance. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this exhaustion down as well. The truce of Mawa is now over. Oh yes, towards mysticism. Now we're talking. So we're so close to getting the 8,000 manpower, and that'll actually bring us up. Well, no, it'll halfway get us there. You can see why we had to wait so long. We're just gonna attack Bangul and Mawa together. It's just the easiest thing to do at this point. Oops. So we're gonna just make sure that all of this is ours. Or at least that's the goal. Do I need that for the mission? I really do. Is it this as well? Oh man, it is literally all of it, isn't it? Jesus. Cool. There we go. Oh boy, that's some intense stuff, guys. Let's turn some of these forts off. Let's just chill out for a little bit. Playing the courts, mysticism. All right. So I can now get that and get the tradition, or I can keep the fort's defense, morale of armies, and missionary strength. I will wait until to do that, which is fine. Just got the new level of army professionalism. I can now build supply depots. Oh baby. Oh, where's supply? Oh, then you have to build it here, don't you? Yeah, build a supply depot. Got you 20 and gives the following effects for all friendly armies in the lower Doam area. Counts as owned territory when determining reinforcements, and it also gives supply limit of 50%. And it will be in operation for 5 years or until any province takes its province. So really excellent if you are planning long-term engagements in enemy territory, especially if you're going to have to deal with attrition. It means you don't have to suffer endless piles of attrition all day, every day. Very satisfying, very helpful. I can now attack the title of Khalifa, but I don't want to do that. I can also do state fire regiments. It's going to increase my land maintenance modifier by 15%, but give me army drill modifier. Really can't do that just now, because the army drill game modifier is actually super good. I'm not yet rich enough, unfortunately, to afford that. I got +2s for everything. I gotta give it a little while. Just a little while. Still waiting for these rebelinos to kick off. I got stability. No, I don't have enough. That's fine. And we got 3 more years before we can climb onto this, and we're still 10,000 down. So we're only going to be like... Oh, man, I think we might actually just be on normal manpower. Like, we're going to have like 5,000 backup manpower. This is crap. Yarkland is unfortunately tributary to Ming. I took too long to do this, so I'm not going to be able to grab them. But we are getting extremely powerful. Just we're not really having a chance to build up our army to a significant level. There's some, there's Tech 10. Tech 10 is really important. The rate of tech. Maneuver value units increased by 25%. That feels new. But also new cannons and new cavalry. So from Indian cavalry archers, to see what we get, we go up in 1 offensive shock pip, 1 offensive morale pip, but also an offensive fire pip. This means my cavalry actually do have a fire value. This means this is kind of the start 1520 now. This tech is when tech 10 is when artillery starts really getting good. Like it's when it starts, like fire starts being extremely valuable. Okay, and from large cast modifier, you're always going to go for Culverin. They both have the same fire. Culverin has 1 less defensive morale, but it does have a defensive shock value, and the defensive shock value of units in the back row, 50% of it is applied to the units in the front row. So I believe you should always want to pick Culverin unless you are playing a very defensive game, in which case you're going to want to pick Pidoro. Let's do that. Oh god, our general is still sick. That's still amazing. Probably going to die before I get a chance to use him though. That's okay. Well, in the next episode, we're going to continuing this little period of quietly hiding away and pretending that we're insignificant and hoping no one beats us up for now. And we're going to see what happens. It's going to be great. And then we're going to invade Bengal and Malwa and grab an extremely obscene number of territories from them. Like, we have lots of claims in this area. We're just going to grab as many as possible from them and from Malwa, get a lot of overextension, maybe even get an aggressive expansion coalition, but we're going to probably get an extra 30% of our territory again. I was Al Drunken THB, this has been Europa Universalis IV, we've been playing Delhi. Thank you so much for watching, bye-bye.